CEO Ryan Tarrant and Growth Fellow Alexie Milukhin. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Happy to be here.
So you guys are on a little media blitz. Yesterday you presented to the community, Drive Jackson. Look at that. It's very good.
Yeah.
Big plan.
Large plan.
Lots of work.
74 pages, quite a bit.
Right. Yeah, heavy lift, nine months. What usually takes communities 12 to 15 months.
Really?
And so, we were able to do it without, sacrificing any sort of quality.
Sure.
And it was because of the sort of energy we saw from the community to engage in the process with more than 1,300 people.
Yeah. Alexie, we got to talk about your role last week a little bit, but for people that haven't met you or haven't had a chance to hear from you, talk a little bit about your role in this program.
100%. Well, I'm from Jackson, so as soon as I heard that we were engaging in this initiative, I was so excited. I love strategic planning. They're extremely important to making sure any community thrives. So when I heard that they were bringing together a key leadership committee, I jumped at the chance. I was working for the Population Growth Office at the time, and especially when I read the problem statement, which is we're projected to lose 10% of our population by 2050, I immediately wanted to be involved and figure out how we can attract and retain young talent and support our seniors and businesses and families right here in Jackson County. Yeah. So I've been a big part of this process from the get-go, got to be on that leadership committee, and now we've been selected for the Community Growth Academy. That's an initiative that's a part of the state of Michigan's transition office, economic transition office. They've selected 10 communities that they're working towards expanding growth in, and we were selected for that program.
That's great.
Yep, and as a part of that, I get to be a fellow with the program, so I'm here working to implement this plan now that we've rolled it out.
So we're going to grow the community.
Yes, we are. We're excited to do it.
Very good.
I think we're already on our way. I think we've done a lot, in the last 20 years to make Jackson so attractive that people, maybe they're working in Ann Arbor, it's like this is where they want to live.
100%. Well, and coming from Detroit and Ann Arbor, we really can compete on affordability, we can compete on recreation. There's just so much here for young people who are interested in building a life that they can have here in Jackson County.
So there are strategies, and it's a big book, but today you can tell us a little bit about what Drive Jackson's strategic plan is going to be over the next 20 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be the entire community coming together. I mean, you mentioned that we started with that problem statement about our population. Population in the city's been declining for the last 60 years now. In the county, it's starting to stagnate and shrink a little bit, and so you see there we're both aging and shrinking. And so how do we keep our young people here? How do we do those sorts of things? I mean, I told the group yesterday that my family's trying to do their part. We have the new grandbaby.
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
right?
Yeah,
and I think we might even have a picture.
Do we have a
let's
picture?
hope.
Do we have a picture?
We might have a picture.
We do.
We do have a picture.
This looks like a. Is this in the Drive Jackson book?
This one isn't. But when I think of Drive Jackson and I think of the next 20 years, what does Jackson look like in 2046 for Banks? I mean, is he going to go to college and come back here? Is he going to be in a skilled trade? I mean, how do we make it a place where he can be successful and have the quality of life that we've all come to enjoy?
What's most exciting in here for you, Ryan?
I think there's a few things. I think if you ask people, they will see themselves in here somewhere.
Sure.
But with those 4 goals, each organization is going to have one where they sort of say, this one is for us. We can lead a lot of quality initiatives here. With the Chamber and Experience Jackson, I think improving that quality of place and identity really resonates. You think about the things even this year that are going to come online. We've been talking about at Experience Jackson creating a downtown beer garden for the last year plus. And then we recognized that if we create a downtown beer garden, we actually have to run it. And we don't really have the capacity for that. So instead, we're sponsoring the Grow Jackson Beer Garden at the Armory. So this summer, we should have a beer garden at the Armory.
Very cool.
Which is great.
That's just another thing for people to do and gather. In these community spaces and gathering spaces are really so important. That's the future.
Yeah, well, and the great thing about this plan is there's just so much alignment on projects, right? So when we think about the project we were just discussing, it's a beer garden, so it's a place to have fun, it's a recreational opportunity, it's community building, but it also is a place where you can engage in some of our other assets, like it's right off the trail, so you can go for a run, go for a bike ride, go for a walk. So I think Drive Jackson is a great opportunity to figure out where are some of those strategies that almost work together to build these projects.
So there's a lot of neat little things that are all part of the plan. Is there any? Is there one big shiny thing that gets the whole town excited?
I think there's going to be things in here that get everybody excited. I mean, you know, you talk about those outdoor amenities, those recreation opportunities. You talk about, you know, some of those pieces. But you know, in here is having a downtown hotel and conference center.
Right.
You know, we're one of the larger communities that don't have that.
Right.
So, you know, how do we get back to having that? We get more visitors in. We can better support our small businesses in the community. So yeah.
I might need to get my ice skates out for one of the things in here.
Yeah, it's, you have examples, real world examples that are
Yeah.
happening in other parts of the country
Yep.
that I think do a great job of explaining. Oh, we could do something like that.
Yep.
They're those aspirational things, right? Like, oh, you know, I didn't know an ice ribbon existed. Or you
Right.
look at Janesville, Wisconsin has a 140,000 square foot convention and sports center.
Oh wow.
That, you know, now they've brought in a minor league hockey team and they do pickleball tournaments and it was a public-private partnership for this $40+ million facility.
Yeah.
With
You
about
and I are always talking about sports and travel sports and how we're, you know, you've been out of town so many times, and I'm always out of town at all of these facilities that are taking our dollars.
Yeah, they take a lot of our dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and instead of that, what if they came here?
Right.
And they'd probably still take your dollars, but you know they'd take everybody else's too.
For sure.
So
Yeah, I think we have some great facilities. You know, the American One Event Center, the Y. We've got all these beautiful schools, a lot of brand new gyms. So there are facilities that we are growing and building.
Yep. 100%. Well, and a lot of these, they mix so many different amenities. We were over at Ella Sharp the other day, right? You've got a park right there, you've got a historic center, you've got a planetarium, you have an art museum, and all of it is on the same campus. So when we think about what families are looking for, they're looking for that exactly, places that they can bring their kids that are educational and fun and outside, and we have those in spades in Jackson County. So part of this is elevating what we've already got, and then the other part of it is, like we were just talking about, the things that people are leaving to go and experience, how can we bring them over here?
It's neat too. While you've been developing this program, you've got things, you know, like you have to look over your shoulder and say, oh, there's Movement Jackson. Oh, there's the gravel ride. All this stuff.
yeah, I mean you had the gravel race last fall. You've got the next one coming that's now a part of the Michigan Gravel Series. So the expectation is to go from about 165 to closer to 400. USA Cycling's coming in for a site visit because we put in a joint bid with Washtenaw and Lenawee counties to host the National Gravel Championships.
Oh, good.
Wow.
You know, so a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
There's so much. You need to check it out. It's all online. Where is it?
DriveJacksonCounty.com.
Yep.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, good luck. We'll be anxious to follow the progress, and it's going to be, you'll be able to hear about it right here on JTV. Thanks to Ryan Tarrant and Alexie Milukhin. More of the morning show after this.